Hello everybody, welcome. Thank you for coming tonight. We'll be short. We swear you can go back to drinking your beer or for the students your water. My name is Federico Bregni. I'm the president of the FIU Rugby Alumni Association. Welcome to it's not the 32nd annual, we wish, but the 32nd anniversary of the FIU Rugby Alumni, because that was the first year we were established in 1989. Gabe Puello is here with us today. He was one of the founding members of that team. So thank you all for making it. We weren't around last year, so it's great to see that great turnout that we have today. Looking forward to a great game tomorrow, right guys? Oh, you better be ready. First things, we're going with the...
So we're going to do the Hall of Fame inductions. For those of you that were here 2 years ago when we did the last alumni dinner, we established the Hall of Fame. We inducted our founder, Gabe Puello, as the inaugural Panther.
I didn't vote for him.
To the Hall of Fame. And so the idea is every year we're going to induct a new person into the Hall of Fame. Since we missed 2020, we're going to do 2 this year. So for the 2020 inductee,
2020, we have one of the founding members of the club as well. He played in 1989. He, for what I heard, because obviously I wasn't around during that time, he was a very fit individual. Some say he could play as a back and as a flanker, both at the same time.
I confirmed he did play flag football.
Yes, he did play flag football also. But
we're not highlighting negative.
But this individual, this player, he was recruited by Raf and Gabe, the founding fathers of the club, because he was in student council at the time, and he was our first treasurer of the club. Because of him, the club was able to get jerseys, 2 sets of jerseys. They were able to get all the funding needed to run the club, and luckily, look at us, 32 years, we're still here. So without any further ado, we're gonna name Panther number 2, Frank Gambing.
We should say that Frank is from what I understand, the first multi-generation FIU rugby family. So the first of many, hopefully. You all have your kids, push them through rugby.
And potentially the only FIU treasurer to not rob from the club. So. My son's treasurer now, so I hope that it is.
And by the way, some of you don't know, in addition to playing rugby, I was also the mascot of FIU. I was roaring.
Can we get a picture? We'll get the pictures after. Thank you. All right, round of applause for the new alumni.
So for the 2021 inductee, this person, he's somebody that's dear to all our hearts. Whether you played with him or you just known him from being around, he was always around rugby. He was with Charlie filming the games. You know, a big part of the FIU rugby family, a big part of the club when he was a student, and he was a big part of the alumni after he graduated. He's no longer with us. We lost him tragically in January of this year. So we have his family here to accept the induction in memoriam for Chris Doman.
Yes, our number 3.
Let's take a picture.
Yeah, but I'm not taking a picture.
The whole family.
Yeah, beautiful.
The whole thing. You're gonna have to.
No, it's okay.
Come over here, girls. Yeah, you're short. You're short. And I'll show you. Gina, yeah.
Okay, everybody's in. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
what do we have? Game information.
I guess you don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
No, let's talk about the game first. So
yeah,
we have the alumni game tomorrow. We're gonna have, thank you for the women, great turnout. We're gonna have both women alumni game and men alumni game. So we're piggybacking on Miami Trident's field. They're playing at 2 p.m. So right at 4, we'll have the women game, and then both games, because it gets dark soon, are gonna be shortened. We're gonna do 25-minute halves. So we'll have the women game, 25-minute halves, and then right after that we'll have the men game, 25-minute halves.
Bring your own jerseys. For some reason, the students thought by stealing their jerseys that we were not going to show up. So bring your own jersey.
If you're an alumni, bring your own jersey. Will be kind of like a mix and match.
You start earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. That's important.
Yeah, as soon as the plan is, we would like everybody to be there. Get there early. We'll enjoy the Miami Tridents game. So get there. That game starts at 2. We're planning to be there at 2 o'clock. We'll watch that game. We'll hang out on the sidelines, and then as soon as that game ends, be ready. So the women be ready to jump in and play, and then because we're very short on time, then we'll jump in right after your game.
Run emails. If somebody doesn't have the address,
let us know.
Let us know. We'll be able to give you the address and the time. So look for any of us 3 or any fellow Roger here.
So then the next thing
it's not like we have Google or something like that, right?
The next thing we want to announce, print the maps and ask for directions. The next thing we want to announce, we've been, maybe 5 years ago, we established through FIU an endowment fund so that we could create something long-lasting for the clubs, for both the men and women clubs. So we're about halfway to our target. We have about 13,000. We have to hit 25,000 to make it an official endowment with the school. And that will really allow the clubs to grow, to get money for equipment every year, guaranteed. And eventually, as it keeps growing, you'll be able to give scholarships and different things that we could do. So we're really pushing hard. I think we've raised about, for this event, thank you to everybody that donated, we raised about $900. But we have some alumni that pledged to match. So Federico, he pledged to match the first 1,000. So if we hit 1,000 tonight, he'll match that 1,000.
Almost there. So
and then I'll match. If we hit 1,500, I'll match the next 500. And we have Pablo, who's hiding over there, who will match. Once we hit 1,750, he'll match the next 250. So if you can, you could text Rugby to 80888. And that will send you a text so that you could, you could go through the text, you could donate and make the donation. And as we hit those targets, we'll match, and it'll get us a lot closer to that goal. So that transitions to the merchandise, which is another thing we do to raise money for the scholarship. Mike here, he's kind of like the merchandise guru.
Not the official title.
Marketing director. I don't know.
Look, so most of us here, you can spot us wearing these T-shirts. They change every year, and we'll preface that with the reason why the merchandise exists in the first place, right? Aside from the fact that everybody likes to tout that they are a member of FIU Rugby, I probably only wear these now because I've made them for so damn long. Much to my lady's chagrin that I'm wearing them in formal events. The pride that comes with it also comes with how we represent ourselves on the field, outside of the field, and wherever we are. But we have managed to turn this merchandising, right, into gifts by donation. So every item that you buy goes directly back into the alumni operations, but predominantly the endowment. And the reason why we do this is because, the alumni's primary concern is not that you're necessarily winning games, although we would like you to win games, right? And it's not necessarily that you're that tomorrow. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Look, y'all look like great guys, but you shrimpy bastards don't have. You're not going to. The fact of the matter is this: that the money that we raise is for a specific reason. Is that every alumni in here, going back all the way to '89, right? And it's a testament to everything is that we have people here from '89. Is because we love the club so fucking much that these alumni are willing to dust off their boots, take their ibuprofen, rub on their Bengay, and lie to their wives that they're going on a business trip to come down here and play a rugby match. And the reason we do that is because we genuinely, as far away as we are in time from the times that we played, 10 years, 30 years, we love the team and we want you guys to have as much fun as we did, if not more. All within the bounds of the law. If we're on camera. So with that being said, tomorrow, for those of you who did not pre-order, right, which will be available tomorrow, we will be selling, I have my model here, stand up. We will be selling, he is not for sale, although I've heard he's pretty loose. We have our FIU Rugby cap for the Vice Collection of 2021. Our Vice Collection shirt. We have Velcro patches. We have 2 decals, vintage and that. We don't have that. And for those of you who are not familiar, we have our FIU Rugby Challenge coin, which is a testament to the fact that this organization, I know Veterans Day was yesterday, this is a veteran-founded organization, and it is also an organization that has been fought and run by veterans since that started. And we keep that legacy alive through a lot of the patches and military accoutrements that we will continue on in our merchandise. Everything that you buy tomorrow, everything, that money goes directly back into the endowment, because we want you to not have to worry about the financial burden that we worried about, where we had to pay to get on the field. We would like to reach a point where we can pay you to play the sport that you love. So bring your family tomorrow. Things are in limited supply. Buy fucking everything, right? Don't steal it, because I know half you guys got sticky fingers. Don't steal it yourselves. All right. And that's about it. So I'll be there tomorrow with my harem of women who will be selling it. They're a lot more attractive than I. And then that one over there with the model. Hi. They're not as attractive as me. Wait.
So with that, we have ordered some food for everybody. We have some chicken wings. I think we're gonna have some mozzarella sticks and some nachos and some different things. Help yourself to that. What else?
Oh shit.
Mike is not.
Yeah, so I am the marketing director, right? Or marketing officer. Right? The reason why I'm doing that, going on what, 3 years now, is because I keep running on a pose. I want to go home. I have family. They miss me. Right? Somebody needs to step up. But the responsibility of that position is very simple, right? Continue building on the culture that the program has created since the 80s, keep in communication with the young bloods, right? And try to keep that money flowing in for the officers. And I'll tell you right now, the Vice President, right, and President, what you don't see behind the scenes is the amount of effort that they put out to make sure that we have events like this. And they are constantly coordinating, constantly on phone calls. Trust me, I ignore every one of these fucking emails. They're going all over the place. So I encourage one of you to step up. I will give you all of the images that I have, everything, all the connections, and you can just waltz your way in and assume by force everything that I've left out. Right? This is my last year doing it. Please, please.
I guess because we talked about the 1989 foundation of it was the men's team. The women's team was founded in 2009. I don't know if you guys know. Jenna Jenna at the time was a student, and she was training with the boys, and we encouraged her to start the team, and she put in a lot of work to recruit girls. But even before Jenna in 2009, she created the formal FIU women team. Dating back to 2000, there were FIU women that, because it wasn't a team at FIU, they were part of the FIU rugby club, but they would play. It was, at the time, it was Coconut Grove, and then Coconut Grove became, I think it started with Naples, became Coconut Grove, then Miami, then Fort Miami. But what currently is Fort Miami was a big group of FIU women that were part of that foundation of that club. So there's a long history also.
One of your founding members, Dozer, right? One of the first FIU rugby women, meaning she played with the men, not even on the women's team. So you girls go way back, and I've seen her knock some teeth out. So that legacy is strong and tenured.
No, she's not. We would like more engagement from you girls with us.
We do have. I don't know if there's any FIU women alumni. I think so. So we do have. Aside from the officers, the official officers, we have some liaison positions. Like we have. Okay, that word. We have Fede Torres, so Fede kind of helps us stay in touch with the current students, because he's more of a recent grad. We're old and we don't have much of a connection. So he's the touch. But we were trying to bring in someone to do similar for the women, and we just weren't able to find someone. But if anyone really wants to step up, it's really not a lot of work. It's just, we have a WhatsApp group and we coordinate things, and every so often we'll ask you for updates, and you stay in touch with your network, and you let us know what you're looking for, and we could communicate better for when we have events, and we could plan things together.
Don't be shy about it. Look,
it's really, we would like to have even 2 or 3 people engaged. So there you go.
The person that does this, right?
You got like 3 people volunteering right
The person that does this, that liaison between the young bloods and the old folks, right? That is a very crucial conduit between those who have left the field and those who are still on. The reason why is it might not be apparent to you is that we want to give you money, right? We are not asking for anything in return other than a place to play rugby once a year in light of our wives and a chance to drink beer with the young bloods. That's it. The intent of that person is to make sure that that connection between the alumni and the current students exists going forward. And it used to be that the current team set this all up. Now you have 2 schmucks who are willing to do it for you. All you need is one person, volunteering or voluntold, to connect that bridge. That's it. So step up. It's a fun position, right? It really is. You get to meet a lot of weird people.
Oh, just to close up, Rugby 88. What is the number?
Yes, for the donation.
You guys reached 13,000.
Hey!
So that's how you're gonna match. You're gonna match the first thousand. Yes, you text Rugby to 8088, and then you'll get the prompt to make the donation.
So, thank you. Enjoy the food.
Yeah, let's
we'll
have
see
a
you
good
tomorrow.
time. Let's have a good time.
We have one last thing. We have a secret weapon, and that's Paulo Garcia, our prop. He's not going to be a fullback, so you guys are screwed.
Fullback.
Well, we have to call.
Oh, all right. Hey, I'm sorry. So, that is my fault. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. The coin works. Okay, so the challenge coin comes from a tradition in the military, right? We have altered it slightly for you guys, depending on where you are. The challenge coin is as such. The person will have the coin and challenge his fellow ruggers by placing the coin on the table or presenting it wherever they may be. Anybody that played with me, please come up here for a second. You motherfuckers, get over here. All right? That coin will be taken out, and the challenger will present the coin.
Now everyone's gonna know. Make some room back for the ladies.
Now, once that coin has been presented, please don't put it on top of the coin. Once the coin has been presented, everyone challenged will then present their coin. So, coin. Oh! Now, some of these window-looking knuckle draggers will have forgotten their coin, which you were supposed to keep on you all the time. And those of whom did not present their coin, either A, owe everybody who presented a round of beers, or B, you have to shoot the booth. So those of you who didn't present the coin, now, the caveat to that is this. If I were to have presented that coin, and everybody pulled that coin out, guess who's shooting the booth? And guess who owes everybody a round of beers? I do, right?
One or the other.
One or the other. Choose one. Go to the booth. Anybody got a booth?
I haven't shot a friend. Oh, here we go.
That is not a fucking win, bro. That's a gallon right there. Good luck. I thought we were going to open it.
Take this man right here.
Yeah, I'd love to sit back here.